I was going to say good morning. It's no longer morning. Good afternoon. I am Jane Barkley. Welcome to This Digital Life. We do this live series just talking about various sort of quirks of social media, living with it, working in it, what that's like. I am the founder of a company called I'm at Events. We do social media for events as well as a bunch of other cool stuff. And I'm here with my team today again.
Hi, I'm Steph. I'm the digital media specialist here at I'm at Events.
And I'm Tina, and I'm the senior social media specialist.
So today we thought we would talk about basically our favorite apps, stuff that we can't kind of live without or that we use often from a personal perspective as well as, you know, as a business as well. And then some of our favorite social media channels, again, from a personal and business perspective. We were just talking about this. I feel like I'm not actually a big app user. I don't have...
Me neither.
Where I'm the opposite.
She has all the apps.
Yes, I have all the apps.
All of them. For me, I think that from a business perspective, one of the things that we use and that I really feel like we couldn't do without is Sprout Social. Sprout Social is a great tool, software actually, that you can use to manage content, so we can schedule our content. It's really, really handy on the client side. It's, I would say, the most robust tool in terms of doing, you know, all the things in one place, which is really tricky actually when you start looking at content management software. It's hard to find things that do everything in one space. You can get sort of bits and pieces. And I know you're a Hootsuite fan.
Yes,
you're
I am.
a Hootsuite girl, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I really dislike Hootsuite. No offense to anyone who uses it. And it is, I mean, it's the most popular tool to manage content out there, and everybody uses it. For me, I really personally... I can't visually sort of look at the dashboard. Yeah. To me, my eyes want to go away from it. I just don't like looking at it, so then I don't like using it.
And I think that's because I first learned how to use Hootsuite. That was my first tool that I came in on. So that's why where I haven't used Sprout really. I've just used it a couple times. So maybe if I checked out Sprout, who knows? But yeah, I'm a Hootsuite girl through and through.
So yeah, Sprout to me is like the handiest tool on the business side of things that really help to manage, you know, a lot of client work too, because you can connect so many accounts. It does cost money. Hootsuite, there's a free version. There's no free version of Sprout Social. You have to pay for it. They do a 30-day free trial, which is really handy if you want to look at, you know, various tools to manage your content. You can try it for free and see, you know, if you like it or not. But to me, it's definitely the, you know, hands down the best tool out there in terms of managing multiple social media accounts. Again, it does cost money. So, and there are various versions of it depending on how robust you need it to be. But it's also one of the handy things that they have to me is their little bookmarklet, I think is what they call it. And Buffer was the first to come out with it, but essentially it's a browser extension that whatever page you're surfing, you can just click it and it automatically pops up the content. So you get the headline, you get the link, you can pull images, everything is very compact. It makes it so easy to create content sort of on the fly, schedule it as you're seeing things. So to me, that's insanely handy. I really love that feature of it, but they didn't do it first. Buffer did. I will put that out there because on the personal side, I love Buffer. We don't use it for business anymore because Sprout's just a lot more robust, but Buffer to me is such a cool tool. It makes content scheduling so handy, so easy. So on the personal side, I use Buffer quite a lot actually. That's really handy to me.
Just to riff off of that, so for my personal favorite app, or no, sorry, what are we talking about? Business. Haven't had my tea yet. But on personal end, I really like Sprout Social's landscape function. So basically what it is every social media platform has different dimensions for the images that you would use for that. So what they've done is they've handily just put it all together, and you can just upload your image, whatever you want it to be, and then you can just plop it into the dimensions of whatever, if it's Instagram, the square one, or especially when you're doing Twitter and you're optimizing for mobile, it's more rectangular, so that's really handy for that as well. And then you just save it, and then you upload it to whatever platform you're using, and for us it's Sprout. So I found that really helpful, especially for mobile.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, for my favorite like business app, I would say Google Drive. It's really good because
that's true. Yes, for sure.
We create all of our content, most of our content before, so everything will be saved in Google Drive, and then it's so easy. If I'm going to be posting on the fly and I have it pre-scheduled, that I can just go into Google Drive, copy it, and then paste it into Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so I feel like that's really handy. If I don't have my laptop with me, it's pretty user friendly, and it transferred to mobile pretty easily, so that's what I would say.
That's true. It's funny, I didn't even think of that, but on the business side, Google Drive is like, I just can't imagine life without Google Drive.
I know.
We do everything.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to collaborate.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. And you can be in a dock working with someone and
see what they're doing at the same time.
Yeah, it's perfect.
For sure. And everything's live. We can share things with our clients too, right?
Yeah.
Which is I think that's absolutely amazing. It's pretty slick. So Google Drive. Key.
Yeah. What's my favorite app for personal? I would say there's this app called Unum. It helps you visualize your Instagram feeds. It pulls your live Instagram feed into the app. And then when you're going to post a photo next, you get to upload it, see if it looks nice beside your next photo, and go from there. So it's pretty easy. We can always, in this, link to all the things that we're talking about too.
Yeah, for sure. We can throw up links for all of these. But it's, follow Steph, by the way, Steph Shaw on Instagram, because I think your feed is just a beautiful example of having a consistency in terms of tone, and everything just looks very consistent.
Yeah.
And so your branding to me is one of the things that has always really stood out.
Yeah.
About what you do. So that tool, and it's UNUM.
Yeah.
Helps to be able to do that. To have that consistency and see, okay, this is what, compared to what you've already done, to make sure that you've got.
Yeah, because you can always be using the same filters on all of your photos, but still there might be a little bit more of a certain color in one photo, and it just makes it all look consistent. And I feel like now you can be posting a really nice photo, but for someone on Instagram, they go to your feed and see if they like your whole feed before they actually give you a follow now. So I feel like that's helped me a lot with building up at least my personal brand.
Yeah. Now, on a completely social media related note, I was just saying that I recently downloaded Pacer. It's just a step counter, a simple step counter. And I used to think step counters were silly, to be perfectly honest. My husband has one, and I was like, whatever. Counting steps, that's ridiculous. But I started getting kind of interested in it and curious to see, how many steps do I take in a day? And so since I've downloaded that, I find that each day I'm just so much more aware of how active I am or am not. And when you work in digital media, it's so easy to be sort of sedentary, stagnant, like you're sitting in front of your computer, you're on your phone, and it's really easy to become inactive. And so for me, it's just sort of a nice motivator, seeing, how active was I yesterday? Can I up that? Can I do more? How can I kind of improve and make sure too that, like we've talked about, kind of the stresses and how easy it is to get in kind of a hard or, bogged down mindset when you work in digital media, just because everything you're absorbing so much, and to me the step counter almost sort of like helps with that. So I think, okay, I should get out for a walk or whatever it is that I'm going to do. It just helps to motivate to be a little bit more active and not just constantly staring at a screen, which is so easy to do.
Definitely.
And just like disconnect you a little bit too. Sometimes we need that.
We get too connected.
For me, my personal app would probably, I'm going to cheat and I'm going to say two. So one of them is Duolingo, so it's just a language learning app. And for me, I use it for learning French. I took it all the way through high school and did a little bit of it in university, but I don't use it in my everyday life anymore. And I really do love languages, so it's a good way to just upkeep and refresh my skills every now and then. And then also I use 2 meditation apps. So I've mentioned before that that's a part of my routine that I do in the morning and also at night. But the 2 ones that I really like are Calm and Buddhify. I believe Calm, you can have a 7-day trial or something like that. Yeah, there's like a free version of it. But I do pay the subscription.
I have that one as well.
Yeah.
So there's a free version, but then there's sort of levels where you can pay to access more.
Yeah,
basically.
so I paid for it. So just I have like a whole scope of just different meditations and programs that I can do. And also, but that's a little bit more money. And then Buddhify, I think it's just like a set $3 or something like that. And there's like tons of meditations that you can do if you're like stressed or if it's, you just need like a work break. So it's kind of different tasks or emotions that you do, and you just kind of choose that one.
That's cool.
And that's really helped me to, again, like disconnect and de-stress from everything that we do.
Yeah. That's, and the reason I downloaded Calm was because I don't think I'm as regular in using it as you are, but I have found, and actually we've done meditations together as a family through Calm.
That's so cute.
Well, and it's nice. I mean, we try to do things like that. Like we've done yoga as a family, and it's a neat way to spend time together doing something other than kind of like the crazy grind of everyday life, right? It's being present together and having something that's sort of a neat, moment of connection. Yeah, for sure. So, social media channels, faves.
My personal favorite, I would say, used to be Instagram, but we were just chatting about this. I haven't posted in like 15 days. I'm slacking.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I used to post 2 times a day, but it used to be Instagram, but now I'm going to say my favorite for work and personal is Twitter. I love it. I love like seeing what's trending. The Giphy part of
yes.
I love GIFs on Twitter, so that's also my favorite. But yeah, no, Twitter is coming in for my favorite for personal and work related.
Yeah. And I think I would have said, I mean, Twitter's hands down the best tool for us for business.
Yes.
And Twitter's just amazing to be able to connect with people that you wouldn't normally be able to connect with,
100%.
right? But for me, on the business side, especially because we do live event coverage, and Twitter is just built for it. The velocity of it, like you can tweet 1,000 times a day and not annoy people, which you can't do on Facebook, right? The way that it's built is just perfect for the event stuff that we do. So it's always the top tool on the business side. But yeah, personally, the way that I use Twitter is a little different, I think, because I don't ever go to my feed.
Yeah.
I never look at my feed. And I mean, I follow a ton of people. I like to follow people back if they follow me. If they're a legitimate person, I will follow them. So I'm following, over 5,000 people, and that makes for a very cluttered feed.
Oh, yeah.
So I've tailored Twitter with Twitter lists.
Yeah.
So based on my interests on the things that I want to know, so as I always use this as an example, but humanitarian issues are important to me, so I want to know kind of what's going on in the world. So I'll have a Twitter list of all of the various sort of organizations or people who are talking about that or into that space. And so then I can go to my Twitter list and those feeds, and it's a much more tailored experience than going to,
your full
my
feed,
full feed,
5,000
which is
people.
Totally cluttered with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So that I still use Twitter in that way, but on the personal side, I would say that I definitely I spend the most time on Facebook, and so it would seem like it's my favorite. I have such a love-hate relationship with Facebook. I feel like I spend way too much time looking at it, and I don't get anything out of it anymore. I can scroll through for half an hour and think, like, I literally learned nothing. I don't feel better. Yeah. I'm not any more connected. I don't feel any more informed. Like, it's a huge time suck.
Yeah.
And I've found, like, increasingly more, it's just a lot of stuff. Like, it's just a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I even though I use it the most, it's not necessarily like
perfect.
My favorite, but I spend the most time on it. It drives me crazy. I'm trying to do that less. But yeah, so maybe in terms of something that I enjoy more as a platform, I definitely love YouTube, and I really, really miss doing my vlogs. Oh. I've sort of gotten away from doing that, and it's something that I absolutely love doing. It provides such like insane connection with people, and it also for me helped me to figure out how to express myself and be more fully myself, which might sound sort of funny, but it really helps me to get more in touch with who I really am and explore my personality, you know, in a way that was engaging for other people too. And it's also been a way to, you know, share kind of sometimes intense moments with people. And I get messages from people all over the world about, you know, different videos that I've done, and it's just, it's so moving. It's so touching to be able to, you know, be part of someone's life in this way, in a very intimate way. So to me, YouTube is definitely something that I'd love to spend way more time than I do on my videos there, but I definitely spend a lot of time on YouTube as well. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like on a little gray out here.
We're hoping it doesn't start storming.
Yeah.
There are severe thunderstorm warnings. So.
Yeah, if we run inside quick.
Abandonment.
Yeah, sorry.
I think we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you. I do love Instagram. Like, I'm a very visual person and I love pictures. But I would say that I spend the most time on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm not like a vlogger myself, like I don't upload, but I really enjoy watching people talk about things.
Yeah.
And I find that especially helpful because we do work remotely, and I, for the most part, don't get a lot of human interaction face-to-face.
We make this job sound so glamorous.
Yeah. But it really is amazing in some ways. But watching things like daily vlogs and just people talking about kind of the things that they like, I've just have been able to connect with people when I wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Just to see people's insights into their daily lives. And I find for me too, a problem that I've been experiencing is like not realizing that things are normal. The way you think about things, just because I'm by myself all the time, like I don't have an opportunity to
bounce that off.
Yeah.
Right.
Other people.
So just to see people experiencing things and doing other things and thinking the same things is a really comforting thing. So that's been really nice. But also just YouTube is insanely useful.
Oh yeah.
Like, how many times have you wanted to Google, like, how do you, I don't know, like, do whatever, and you YouTube it.
And it's there,
I YouTubed the other day. I actually just got a new phone, and I YouTubed my things weren't all syncing, and I YouTubed how to do it, and someone had the same issue, so she went through and showed me everything, and it was perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where if I didn't have that, I would have been frustrated the whole time, but easy little YouTube video to follow.
For me, this is going to sound really silly, but like I wasn't a makeup wearer until YouTube, and I was like, now people can teach me how to do makeup. Not that I'm like super fantastic at it either, but like, there's
so many how-tos.
It's like I want to figure out how to knit. YouTube it.
Yeah.
I have a set of drums, and like I'm gonna learn how to play the drums from YouTube. Yeah, very useful.
Absolutely.
Figuring out how to do stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. Those are some of our social media faves in terms of apps, business, personal use, and some of our favorite channels. But we would love to hear from you. What do you love using? Is there an app out there that you cannot live without that would be really handy for other people? If you can post that in the comments, that would be amazing. It might help someone else to organize their life better or have some fun, whatever it is. Favorite social media channels, again, post that in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you and what your favorite things to use online are. Of course, we'll be back here next week, so come have lunch with us, join us as we talk about this digital life. And until then,
bye.
See you later.